Hello everyone. I hope all are doing good. Today in this class we are going to study about the numbers. As we know that we have a numbers from 0 to infinity. But in that there are many types. Today in this class we are going to study about the different types of numbers and what are those. Let us begin. So the first type of number what we have is natural number. So how do we define the natural number? All counting number are called the natural number. Here we are not going to consider 0 because 0 is not a countable number. So from 1 we will consider as the countable number till infinity. So we can define the natural number in this way, that is all counting numbers are called natural number. Example, from 1 to infinity. Yes, the second type of number we have is the whole number. So as the name suggests here, whole number is nothing but all the counting number including 0. All the counting number including 0 forms the set of the whole number. Example, 0, 1, 2, 3 till infinity. This is how we define the whole number. Once again I will repeat, as the name suggests, whole number is nothing but all counting numbers together with 0. Here we consider 0 also for the counting. So this forms a set of whole numbers. So the next type of number we have is integers. So how to define the integer? It defined as all counting numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till infinity, and it also includes 0. And also it includes all the negative numbers like -1, -2, -3 till minus infinity. This is how we are going to set an example, that is minus infinity to 0, that is forms the negative counting number. Then from 0 to plus infinity, that forms the all positive counting numbers. All these numbers between minus infinity to infinity will be considered as integers. This is the third type of number what we have. So the next type of number is, that is even number. So what do you mean by even number? It defined as, it can be any counting number, okay, if that number is divided by the number 2, then that number is called as even number. So we can define even number in this way, that is any counting number divisible by 2 is called even number. Example, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now consider any one of the number from the example. Let us see whether this number can be divided by 2 or not. Now consider 4. Try to divide this number by 2. Can we divide this one? Try it out. 2 ones are 2 twos are. So we can divide this number by 2. So 4 can be considered as even number. Likewise, 6 is another even number, 8, and we have many even numbers in our number system. So the next type of number is, what we have is odd number. So how do we define this one? Let us see. So it can be any counting number, but if it is not divisible by 2, then that number will be considered as odd number. So see the example, 1, 3, 5, 7. Take any one of the number. Let us check whether this number can be divided by 2 or not. If it is divided by 2, then it is an even number. Already we have learnt that. Let us check whether this number forms an odd number. Consider 3. Now try to divide it. See, 2 ones are 2. Remainder what we have is 1. So remainder should be 0. Then only that number forms an even number. If the remainder is any like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, any counting number, then that number will not be considered as odd number. So this number, that is 1, 3, 5, 7 forms a set of odd numbers. these numbers we have till infinity. There is another type of number. So the next type of number we have is prime number. So how do we define this prime number? See, any number which can be divided by 1 or itself. So what is the meaning of this? Check any one of the number. For example, 3. See, this 3 has only two factor, that is 1 and 3. What is the meaning of this two factor? See, consider 1. 1 can divide the number 3. And consider number 3. 3 can divide the number 3 by times 1. So 1 and 3 is the factor of number 3. Means any number if you take as a prime number, it can divide only either by 1 or itself. So those kinds of number we call them as prime numbers. Example 1. 1 can only divided by 1. 2. 2 can be divided by 1 or 2. Same wise 3, 5, 7, 11 and so on. We have 13 also. Then we have 15 can be divided by 3. We cannot consider that. Then 17. Then 19 we have. Then 23. Likewise, we have many prime numbers in our number system. So the next type of number is co-prime number. So the next type of number we have is co-prime number. So how to define this one? So it can be any two number, but if you find out the HCF of those two number, the answer should be 1. Means the HCF of any two number, if it gives rise to 1, then those two number are considered as co-prime. For example, 2 and 3, 8 and 9. Let us solve this one. How this 2, 3 forms a co-prime. Now consider number 2. So what are the factor for this number? That is 2 into 1. Consider number 3. The factor for 3 is 3 into 1. See, what is the HCF of this? That is 1. So this pair, that is 2, 3 forms co-prime number. Same as 8, 9. That is the factor of 8 is again 4 into 2. Then again if you consider the 9, 3 into 3, again if nothing is there, then we have to consider 1. So again the HCF of those two number is 1. So those two are co-prime number. This is another type of number what we have. So the next type of number is twin primes. So how do we define this one? So as the heading says, that is twin. Twin means 2. 2 prime number. Okay, it should not be any integer or any other number. Okay, so it should be a prime number. So any two prime number whose difference is 2 are called twin primes. So what is the meaning of this? See, it could be any two prime number. If you find the difference of those two number, you should get 2. So then those numbers forms a set of twin primes. See the example. The example for twin prime is 3, 5. Find the difference of these two. That is 5 minus 3. That is 2. See, 3, 5 forms a set of twin primes. Consider another example, that is 5, 7. What is the difference of these two? That is 7, 5. That is 2. These 5, 7 forms the set of twin prime. Can you think of any another example? That is, you can consider 9, 11, then 11, 13, then so on. If you find the difference of these two number, you will get 2. So those kinds of number forms twin primes. This is another type of number what we have. So the next set, the next type of perfect number. So the next type of number we have is perfect number. So which number do we call a perfect number? let us see now. It can be any number, but the sum of whose factor is equal to the given number is called a perfect number. What is the meaning of this? See, first we need to find out the factor of the given number. Consider one example, that is 6. So how do we find out the factor? That is, now try to find out the factor, so that if you consider any number, that number should divide the given number. So that is the factor. So 1 can divide 6. So 2 can divide 6. 3 can divide 6. 4 can divide 6? No, it is not possible. So the factor of 6 are 1, 2, 3. Now if you do sum of all these three numbers, you should get the given number. Try it out. 1 plus 2 plus 3. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. So this is a perfect number. Now consider another example, that is 8. Now what are all the factors for this? That is 1 can divide 8, 2 can divide 8, 4 can divide 8, 5 not possible, 6 also not possible, 7 also not possible, 8 we should not consider the given number. So 1, 2, 4 are the factor of 8. Now try to add these numbers. 1 plus 2 plus 4. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 4, 7. So the sum of these three numbers is 7, but the given number is 8. See the difference? See, 8 doesn't form a perfect number because the sum of the factor is not equal to the given number. So consider another example. So I'll consider 28. Now try to find out the factor for this. 1 can divide 28, 2 can divide 28, then 3 is not possible, 4 can divide 28, then 7 can divide 28, then 14 can divide 28, then 28. But we should not consider that. So the factor for 28 is 1, 2, 4, 7, 14. So add all this, whether we'll get 28 or not. Let us check. 14 plus 7, 21. 21 plus 4, 25. 25 plus 2, 27. 27 plus 1, 28. So 28 form a perfect number. This is another type of number what we have. So the next type of number we have is composite number. So how do we define this one? So consider all counting number, okay, which are not prime. So what is the meaning of this? So consider all the prime number. So we know the prime number is 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and so on. So except these number, which are all the number is there, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, then 12, then 14, then 15. All these are composite number. Means it will have two factor, that is 2, 4, that is 2, 3, then 2, 4, like that, another one 8 also. See, all these composite numbers will have the factor more than 2. I hope you understand what is composite number. So it can be any counting number which is not a prime number, okay, or we can define like in this way also. Except the prime number, all other counting number are called composite number. So the next type of number we have is rational number. So how do we define this one? It can be any number. It should be expressed in the form of P by Q. Those numbers are called rational numbers. So how we'll come to know whether the given number is a rational number or not? See, these are all the forms of rational number. That is 1 by 7. It can be positive integer also, negative integer also, or it can be natural number also, it can be whole number also. See, 1 by 7, 5 by 11, 9. See, why we considered 9? Why there is no another number in the denominator, but we are considering this as a rational number? See, if no number is existing in the denominator, means there is another number, that is 1, okay, existing in the denominator. That is why all the whole number will be considered as rational number. That is 0. 0 also, no number is there in the denominator, that means 1 is there. And the number which is in the form of mixed fraction, that is also can be considered as rational number. When you solve that, you will get the p by q form. Okay, so I hope you understood what is the meaning of rational number. But here there is one condition: if any number can be called as a rational number, the number which is in the denominator, that is equal to q, q should never be equal to 0. Means what? In the denominator there should be a number, either it may be a positive integer or negative integer, but it should not be 0. So that kind of number we call it as rational number. So the next type of number we have is a rational number. So how do we define this one? So it is exactly opposite to rational number. So these are the numbers which cannot be expressed in the form of p by q, are called irrational number. See, and there is a special character to remember this one. So it is non-terminating. When you divide any irrational number, so it will never end. So it is a non-terminating number, and also it is non-repeated. Like when in the quotient, okay, the number will not get repeat. Okay, so those kind of number are called irrational number. So it is easy to remember is it is when you solve that number, so it cannot be expressed in the form of p by q, where in the denominator you will get 0 sometimes. So as we know that to call any number as a rational number, q should not be equal to 0, right? So this is how we define irrational number. So the next and the last type of number we have is real number. So how do we define this one? It is very easy. If you consider any number from rational number and any number from irrational number, that number we can consider as real number. This is how we are going to define the real number. It can be -1, -5, +5, pi, then if you consider any decimal number also, all the number come under rational and irrational is called as the real numbers. This is the first last type of number we have. That's it. So today we learnt 13 types of number. So if you like the video, please click the bell button, and also please subscribe the channel, share to all your family and friends, and kindly support.